How do you know if it's meant to be? People always come into our lives for a reason. Whether they bring a lesson or a blessing. Whether they stay an hour or a lifetime. You can tell if they are meant to be in your life or if it's time to let them go. Here are 18 signs that someone is meant to be in your life. You're incredibly, utterly, surprisingly attracted to them. Physical chemistry is an undeniably important ingredient in a healthy relationship. And if your partner is not beautiful or handsome in the classic sense of the words, that's even more reason to think that she's the one. You respect them. You don't want to change the essence of who he is. There may be stuff that irritates you in everyday life. For example, he insists on wearing his favorite t-shirt, eating sugar cereal for dinner, or watching Saturday morning cartoons. But still, you like him, plain and simple. You can imagine a future together. If someone says they see a future with you, it means they want a long-term relationship. They no longer want to date for fun, they want to date for keeps. You've seen each other at your worst, but you still like one another. Speaking of imperfections, on the occasion where we aren't our best selves, you still like each other. You don't have to pretend, because of fear that they won't like the real you. It's not real love until you can fart in front of them without shame. And more importantly, you've known each other long enough that you've seen them at their worst and it's something you can embrace. You get each other, and you've got your own language. Couples for life are in tune with each other's needs. After being together for a while, you've figured out each other's love language. You know there's always someone who looks out for you. A helping hand, a calming touch, a text at the right moment. As a result, you will feel so understood and acknowledged. Not just that, you may have developed your own language too. When you have a special language with your partner that nobody else would understand, that's a completely extra level of closeness. Is there a deep connection with each other? For couples who are meant to be together, it's like they were made for each other. They complete each other in a way that no one else could have done. It's important that you feel good when you're around your partner, knowing that he or she is thinking the same things about you. This connection goes beyond the enjoyment of physical contact. It is more about being able to cooperate and function well in every aspect of life. This is not easy to find, so if you feel you can communicate easily with your partner, it is something that should be cherished. You want to work out your major differences. If you do have differences, that will impact your future together, such as different opinions about religion, money, or something else. You want to work them out, and you believe you can come to a reasonable solution that will satisfy both of you. You don't feel too jealous. You're comfortable with them going out with their friends without you needing to always tag along. You let each other have your own lives and hobbies. Is there any sexual attraction? Sexual attraction is very important, especially in the beginning stages of a relationship. The two people should be attracted to each other's physical appearance, but attraction can even go beyond that. Take a little time to communicate with this person and see what their personality is like as well, because it will help you see if there are enough things that attract you to this person in the first place. Is he or she the kind of person that you can truly say you love? You know, this is a good question to see if someone truly fits in your life. Sometimes, you might be overly romantic and in love with the idea of being in love or making it work, but that usually doesn't work out. If you truly love this person, then there should be no problems with giving them your time and effort to make the relationship work. Do you feel destined to be with him or her? There is definitely something bigger than all of us, and sometimes people are simply meant to be together despite the circumstances in their lives. If you feel that your relationship with this person might be one of those things, then go follow those feelings. But if you don't believe in such things and you are more practical, the other thing to remember is how well you both get along and how far along your relationship has come. You know it, if it feels right and comfortable, then it is truly a sign that it will last. You have undeniable chemistry, including sexual attraction. If you can hold a gaze at each other without feeling awkward, or if you feel drawn to touch each other every time you're in the same room, then you're overflowing with great chemistry. That same connection is likely to become more evident in the bedroom. And although you may think that your relationship can survive to be platonic, but if there is sexual attraction, this is going to be too hard to resist. Biology does a pretty good job at forming the right relationship. So if the chemistry is there, don't undermine it, consider it an evergreen sign. You can't keep your hands off each other. Although physical attraction isn't everything, it sure is important in knowing you're with the right person. You are both willing to work on the relationship. Even the best relationships will face challenges and go through difficult times. When you're with the right person, you both remain committed to making things work, even when it may be easier to just walk away. The two of you bring balance to each other's lives. One of you may be type A, and the other one is more laid back. You may be outgoing, and your partner may be an introvert. The best relationships are made up of two different people whose strengths make up for the other's weaknesses. Your values align. Nothing's more important than having your values align with someone. It's hard to be with someone who doesn't share your values. If your values align even to the smallest detail, being with each other is the right thing. They feel like home. Home is the person that makes you feel secure. Home is simply where you're wanted and loved and appreciated. The place where you are good enough even with every flaw. But more than that, home is a person. The person that makes you happier than anyone in the world. Home is wherever they are. Are there any clues that he or she is not right for you? There are always some small things in every relationship that can tell you more about the person you're with. A little behavior change, and it can be one of them. You'll notice it by the way they treat you, by their tone of voice, or by the way they act with their friends and family. A person's behavior is very important when wondering if he or she is going to be a good fit with you in life. You just know it. The final phase of realizing that you are with the person you are meant to be with is when you come to the understanding that they are your future. You are a team, a package deal, and whatever future you make, the two of you will make it together. That's all for today. So please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.